Hi everyone, it's Professor Mickey, and I just want to talk a little bit about the transitioning, moving away from Professor Marquise and to Professor Jacqueline or Professor Divine. So, as we're transitioning, I wanted you to know that most things are the same, but there will be some changes. So, here are some really important items that are the same. We are still having a health event. The assignments are all the same. The content is the same. You still have a highly qualified instructor, and you will still need to think critically and be able to apply knowledge to real world events. So, those are all the things that are the same. So, then you might ask, well, then what's different? The first thing is the health event will not be conducted at Towson University. And the reason is that there's too much to be accomplished and we're already a little behind for what you need to complete. If we did the event at Towson, you would need to get two outside vendors to come, probably one vendor from inside Towson University to come. You would need to get food donations and you would need to get large prizes for a drawing as well as motivational items for your table. That is a lot to accomplish when you're already a little behind. So, based on that, we will probably be doing the health event at Baltimore County Public Schools, and I'm waiting to hear exactly what we're going to do. But because the audience is changing, the topics may need to change. Not only do we need to consider what is approved content for the curriculum, we also need to consider the political atmosphere and things that might be triggers to cause problems. So we can talk about that more in class if you have questions. These are other things. The way we implement this, the topics might change. How we implement it will be slightly different. And again, it's Monday on President's Day, and we're still working out negotiations with the school system, but we should know relatively quickly where you're going and how we're going to change the topics. The points are also slightly different for the class. First, there are fewer points for group work, and that's important because you don't want your grade to be changed because there's so much emphasis on the group work. Um, Sometimes it's beneficial, but oftentimes it's not. If an assignment has 5 points assigned to it and you go get only 2 points, that's a bigger impact than if it's worth 2 points and you lose 1 point. Mathematically, I can show it to you if you want, but the fewer points for group work should benefit almost everyone. Another change is there are only 3 reflections for Unit 1, 2, and 3, not 4. It's too difficult to do a reflection on Unit 4 and write your final paper. So your final paper is worth more because Reflection 4 doesn't exist. Another thing that's slightly different is that your lowest test grade will drop. This means if you accidentally forget to do something, you're overwhelmed, or you do really poorly on one of the tests, one of the 4 unit tests, it's okay because one of your grades will be dropped. I already talked about the 400 points. Extra credit, there is one extra credit assignment that will be available to you. And instead of the late policy being 20% a day and you cannot turn it in after 3 days, it will be minus 25% a day and you can turn it in up to 4 days. So those are things that are different. And so those are things to consider. Again, if you have questions as we go, you need to be able to ask us questions. The health fair is happening. The topics we need to address within this week, and the letters to get motivational items. You will not be getting food, and you will not be getting outside vendors. The only thing you'll be sending letters for will be prizes. Again, we can discuss more in class. So let's move forward. I think this is going to be a very positive experience. Professor Devine is your primary instructor. Because I've taught this course for 14 years, I will be working behind the scenes with the school system and with Blackboard. So if you see anything that you think is wrong in Blackboard, you need to let us know. Unit 2 is open. Unit 3 and 4 will open within a week so that you can see the progression of the course and what you're required to do. I know we're both looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday. And again, this is going to be an amazing experience for you. And let's just keep moving forward and getting you an experience of planning, implementing, and evaluating a health event. Have a great day, everybody.